What is up, guys? It's Penguin Tiber here, and welcome back to, well, not another video. Today, as you may have guessed, I will be going over why I'm going to probably be taking an indefinite break for making Nitro type content and playing the game itself here on this channel. I've been delaying the inevitable, and I think it's finally time that I made this video. So, grab some popcorn, open up Nitro type in another tab, grind, whatever you guys do while you listen along, because today I will be covering everything. Why I'm quitting, where I'm going moving forward, and some overall closing thoughts about this game itself, the community, and the future of Nitro type. Let's get into it. Enjoy. Alright, I hate the concept of quitting. And look, guys, it's not like I'm quitting Nitro type YouTube. I'm just leaving. Probably permanently. I'm quitting. Alright, putting it out there, I'm quitting. Alright, just putting that out there. I'm going to cease making content, and along with it, I will probably stop playing Nitro type itself, like the game itself, for the near future. So for the first part of this major explanation type video, I want to dive into why I lost all of the passion that I had for Nitro type and for creating typing content in general. I'm going to put it simply. I find absolutely zero joy in playing Nitro type, and there are a few reasons for that. First, I think that I've definitely grown up past Nitro type. I am not that 11-year-old kid making typing content on his favorite game anymore. I'm 16. I'm thinking about what colleges I'm going to apply to. I'm learning how to drive. I'm going to be a junior in high school in a couple months. Simply put, guys, I'm growing up. I'm getting closer and closer to being an adult, and Nitro type is, well, a kid's game. It's not an insult to the game itself, it's simply a comment on Teaching.com's priorities as a company. They target school kids aged like 7 to 14 as their audience, and it shows. Nitro type is focused on things like cool cars and animations and making everything kid-friendly and marketing their game for a younger audience. That's awesome! Teaching.com has recognized their perfect audience, and they're targeting the game to match that said audience. It makes sense. However, there's a slight problem. I'm not part of that audience. Modern day Nitro type is just a bit too juvenile, a bit too young for me, and that's definitely taken away some of the interest factor. Number two. I think that the reason that most of us start playing Nitro type is to learn how to type faster, among other things, and I think that most of us, except for grinders, play the game to learn how to type faster. It's, the entire point. And I think that one of the reasons a lot of people play Nitro type consistently is the drive and the motivation to improve and get better and really hone their typing craft. Here's the problem, guys. I can't improve. For those of you who don't know, I type with 2 fingers. And as far as 2-finger typing goes, I'm probably one of the best out there. I've had the burst world record, and I've been regarded as one of the fastest 2-finger typists on Nitro type for a while now. I was the first one to hit, I believe, the 150 and the 160 barrier, and I debatably still hold that record at 166. And as anyone who's really good at something knows, like world record holding good level, like really, really good at something, is that once you've hit an area where you can be considered one of the best at anything, it's almost impossible to improve. I'm reaching levels where typing faster would be physically and even theoretically impossible. I'm simply not improving because it is almost physically impossible for me to get any better at 2-finger typing on Nitro type. I'm not trying to brag because I know it probably sounds like that. I'm simply saying that once you hit that stage where it's, almost impossible to improve, a lot of your motivation disappears. For the past 5 years, I've been able to log on to Nitro type and race with motivation that I'm becoming a better typist. But now I've plateaued. I can't get any better. I've hit a range where getting even marginally better at 2-finger typing would take hundreds of hours of practice, and that's really demotivating. So every time I do a race and see the fact that I'm not getting any better, I lose just a little bit of passion, and that's been kind of ruining Nitro type for me recently. Also, I think that I've become less and less attached to the community over the past 6 months or so. I simply don't find it that interesting to spend time talking in various discords. The game itself has grown pretty stale in the community recently, and the only thing I've seen people talking about consistently is leaderboard drama and botters and whatnot, and that's not really my cup of tea. As you guys know, I really don't care that much about various leaderboard drama. The point is, I have no real reason to continue to be involved in the community, when the community itself is quite boring besides a few people that I've become friends with through Nitro type, but don't necessarily communicate with now because of Nitro type. I won't say anything dumb like, oh, the community's toxic. Obviously, there's plenty of toxic people, but you can find that in every community. I just don't really have that much interest in Nitrotype and in the Nitrotype community, and I think that because Teaching.com has been pushing more to tailor the game towards schools, the community itself has become rather like stale and less interesting. It's also a big time sink, a bit of a waste to sit around Discords all day just talking to people, and I really don't have that type of time or interest anymore. Now, I think that mostly wraps up why I've completely lost all interest in Nitrotype. I find zero joy in the site, but, I've had that feeling before. Back in 2019, there was a period of time in which I found no excitement when playing Nitrotype, and I simply wanted to quit. However, I was able to overcome that by doing some of the favorite things like I had in Nitrotype, like silly challenge videos and like fun comedy videos and all that type of stuff. However, I don't actually have anything that I want to do or anything that I find fun on Nitrotype. Even the things that I used to find like really fun and entertaining, those aren't fun or entertaining for me anymore. So there's nothing I really want to do on Nitrotype, so I'm pretty stuck as far as content goes. As to why I'm going to quit Nitrotype YouTube, the decision is pretty obvious. Reason number one, a lot of my content recently has been very stale and boring, like talking about updates or making random gameplay videos. I never have fun making my videos. I don't like my videos. They're very boring and they lack a lot of creativity. And as a lot of people, Brematorix, have noted in the past, it's nearly impossible to make hundreds of unique videos on a game that is as one-dimensional as Nitrotype is. And I've made 900, guys. That's a lot of videos. I can only do so many challenge videos before I exhaust each topic, and then I'm back to very boring content. The current niche for Nitrotype content seems to be like the Tendons TBZ hub oriented like leaderboarders and teams and botters, drama type stuff that's going around. And I find those extremely boring as well. If that's what Nitrotype players are interested in nowadays, fine by me, but I'm definitely not going to be making that type of content anytime soon. To keep it short, not only do I dislike playing Nitrotype itself, but I no longer find joy in creating content, and I think that the different types of Nitrotype content that could be made are either A, boring, or B, something that I've done just way too much, like challenge videos and update videos. Adding on to that is a little segment that I don't think I've ever really mentioned on this channel, so if you guys are listening right now, try and pay attention. Basically, you guys know how my audience ranges from like 9 to 13-ish, right? That's about the number. Because my audience is considerably younger than me, whenever I get in front of the camera, I have to dumb down my speech. This is something I didn't really think of until a couple months ago when one of my really good friends told me that sometimes I move into like idiot mode, where I would just speak very like less intelligently. I eventually connected the dots and realized that my idiot mode was a lot like whenever I make YouTube videos. I'm just dumbing things down considerably. And now that I've realized it, I hate it. Subconsciously, whenever I turn the camera on, my vocabulary, sentence structure, complexity, and all those little parts of my speech and my talking are all just dumbed down so much, and it bothers me a lot. I hate hearing myself talk in videos, because it sounds so incredibly unintelligent compared to when I usually talk. A couple people have noticed something like this in the Nitrotype community, saying things like, oh, Penguin's personality is completely different when he's in Discord. The thing is, my Discord personality is way closer to my actual personality. Whenever I'm on YouTube, it's like I'm a completely different person, and I really dislike it. Just another one of the reasons that I've stopped enjoying making content, and I wanted to kind of cover it here. Now, this third and probably final reason that I'm quitting Nitrotype YouTube is definitely a way more practical one. As I mentioned earlier, guys, I'm growing up. I know I don't talk about my personal life a lot on this channel, so I'm actually going to do that now. I'm definitely not the same 11-year-old kid who just wanted to make fun videos about a typing game. I'm going to be a junior in high school, looking at college, playing varsity sports, studying for the SAT, etc., etc. The point is, I'm reaching a part of my life where you need to make a lot of important decisions and decide whether your childhood passions should actually be pursued and which you should actually leave behind. I've had to decide to quit sports, abandon activities, and even decide which friends I want to continue with, and which I would rather prefer to be without. To get to the point, I'm going to be very, very busy for the foreseeable future. And to tell you the truth, there's a million things that I need to get done and that I want to be doing, and typing isn't on that list. During this coming school year, I'm going to have to worry about a lot of things, including maintaining my spot on varsity cross country, fulfilling my duties as a dorm proctor, participating in clubs, getting straight A's, continuing a happy relationship, hanging out with my friends, and participating in every element of boarding school culture. Life at a boarding school is fast paced, rigorous, and fun. And truth be told, I just don't think I have the time or the desire to pursue typing and typing YouTube on top of everything else that I have to do. In the summertime, I'm working on staying in shape by running like 10 miles every day, practicing ultimate frisbee, hanging out with my friends, trying to get a job, learning how to drive, taking trips and doing camps across the country, playing other video games, doing chores for my parents, writing, animating, singing, and really just enjoying life as best I can. And typing isn't a piece of my life puzzle anymore. Again, there's a million things that I either have to do or I want to do, and typing and YouTube just get shelved. And so I think I've reached the time in my life that's truly right for me to abandon NitroType, YouTube, and typing in general. And that's okay with me. I think I really reached acceptance on that point. Now, I think it's time for me to share some final thoughts on a couple things. Number one, NitroType. I've been playing this game since the Christmas event of 2015, December 7th to be exact. And as I'm writing the script for this video, which was back in July, by the way, I've been postponing for this for a long time now. And yes, there is actually a script for this video. That has been 2,027 days since I started playing NitroType. For context, I've been alive, I've been a human being for 6,011 days, and if you do the math, over a third of my life has involved NitroType, 33.7%. And during that time, the game has definitely changed in major site-wide physical changes like the rebranding of V2 to V3, the removal of events and the additions of seasons, and so much more has happened. The site's community and the atmosphere has also changed considerably. I remember the days when botting was non-existent, and when waking up to the Christmas event was actually kind of cooler than waking up to Christmas itself. And I think that I should definitely say a couple things about this game. First, your experience on NitroType is what you make of it. If you want to grind and waste countless hours and level up and be on the leaderboards, fine by me. If you want to try and actually improve your typing or get well known by making YouTube content or have cool cars or whatever it is, you can do that. Just know that you have the choice to do a lot with this game or waste your time. So, choose wisely. Secondly, remember who the game is for. I'm speaking to the community members here. NitroType is not made for you. NitroType is made for school children aged around 8 to 14. And so, before you complain about an update or want to yell at the admins or spam the support forum because a botter isn't being abandoned, just remember the admin's priorities are not going to line up with your visions for the game, and every community member has to accept that at some point. Third, drama can be very entertaining when you're a spectator on the sidelines, but try to avoid joining in on the fun. Some of my worst moments in the past 6 years on this site were probably when I joined in on random drama that was going on, like accusing people of botting or account sharing, flaming teams, calling out other YouTubers, whatever it was. I've done my fair share of not that fun things. So, watch from the sidelines, try not to get involved, and also just be nice to people. Lastly, I think that NitroType is genuinely in good hands moving forward. I've talked numerous times with the admins over the years, specifically Travis and Corndog, and it's been a real pleasure to be able to have a direct link to teaching.com. They're good people. They know how to run a game, but they're also human. Remember that. The admins can, will, and have made mistakes, and it's the job of the community to accept that and respectfully let them know. Don't get mad at support, don't insult or call out the admins, it's completely unproductive. Be kind, use your words, and communicate your ideas for the game in a positive environment rather than insulting the admins. And above all, I think that NitroType has a decent future ahead. The game isn't going anywhere. It'll be around for long after I'm gone, and I can't wait to come back in a couple years and see what's happened. I always hear stories about people who've quit NitroType for a couple years and then come back and been completely blown away at what happened to the game. In a good way, obviously. Hopefully, that'll be me one day. Can't wait for that. Now, here's something that I never really do on this channel. Give a couple shoutouts. You guys probably know that I almost never do shoutouts on this channel, and I want to take some time to do that now because I've missed a lot over the years, and I got a few to talk about. So first, I have a few special shoutouts. This first one goes out to Colin for introducing me to Night Stripe back in 5th grade. Even though you ended up quitting like 3 months later or something, you got me started on an awesome journey that has really been such a big part of my life over the past 5-6 years. So thank you so much, man. Jensen, for being the one to truly make me keep playing Night Stripe. Even though I haven't talked to you in, I think, 3 years now, which is kind of sad, I want you to know that you were probably one of the main reasons that I stuck with this game for so long. We got event cards together, sessioned together in the library, and we co-captained Team Road Warriors to 4th place in Season 0.5. Probably one of my finest moments. Thank you so much, Jensen. Pandora, for probably being my closest friend in Night Stripe circles. It's been a pleasure to talk to you, make videos with you, and navigate the Night Stripe universe for the past couple years that I've known you. Know This Is John, for inspiring me to try and create higher quality Night Stripe content, and for showing me that it's possible to gain fame through typing, and giving me tips on how to do it. Even though I never really got there, I still appreciate all that you did to try and help me out, and I was honored to watch you grow. Travis, for considering me for the verified YouTuber title, and having correspondence with me for about a year, actually. I know I definitely wasn't the nicest or most respectful at times, and I hope that there's no hard feelings. Just know that I really appreciate all that you guys have done to help my channel and keep Night Stripe alive and well for all these years. Really appreciate it, man. Now here's a more comprehensive list of names that I just want to give a really quick shout out to. If you're on this list, you either supported me at some point or you've just been a friend in the Night Stripe community. As it follows in no particular order. There's a lot of names here. Give me a second. All right. Jackson, Ian, Andrew, Wendell, Mason, Katie, Alex, Jonah, Skylar, Shannon, Jacob, Henry, Dvorak, Weather, Provid, Isaiah, Brematorix, Ace Typer, Good Grades Boy, Jisoo, Corn Dog, Sean Rhoda, Starsuki, Skittles, Izuku, Tendons, VL, DRS, Owen, Riddle, Aiden, Harry, Morrison, Tolis, and of course, Mr. Stone. First try. And I think that should be everyone. Those are all the people that I know IRL that inspire me to create content or gave me support in doing so, or people that I met through Night Stripe that have been happy to call friends or acquaintances for the past couple years. Now, for the final part of this ridiculously long video, where am I going next? I want to be clear. Just because I'm quitting Night Stripe YouTube content doesn't mean I'll necessarily leave YouTube in general. I love making videos, and I don't want to quit YouTube just because Night Stripe isn't what I love anymore. So I'm honestly open to suggestions. Whether it's Minecraft or Rocket League, or even a sport I love like Ultimate Frisbee, or one of my passions like writing or architecture. I'm very open to continuing to make content for you guys. As you guys know, one thing that I appreciate is a fan that will watch the entire gosh darn video. That's why I'm going to say that if you guys are listening right now, and you have any particular direction you want me to take this channel, if any direction at all, let me know. In your comments, write hashtag not quitting at the top of your comment so I know it's from a true fan. But yeah, I really don't know where to take this channel, and the skills that I've learned from it, of course, as far as making YouTube videos and content and thumbnails and keeping an audience entertained, so let me know. I think that above all, I definitely enjoy making videos, but I'd rather make videos about something I actually enjoy rather than something I don't. To wrap things up, I gotta say that I've loved my time on Night Stripe and on YouTube. I was the first person to hit milestones of like 1,000, 5,000, 10,000 subscribers, and I did over 50,000 races. I was on several champion teams, the Olympic Committee, even captained my own team for the number 4 spot in Season 0.5. I accumulated thousands of fans, over 1 million views, and truly think that my time here was pretty special. I'm happy to say that I think I influenced this game in a pretty positive way, and really left my mark on this site in a way that I can be happy with. It's sad to say that it has to all come into an end, so I want to take a second to say some of the things that I actually never got around to doing. For starters, I always dreamed about big moments with my channel, but I never got there. This includes being able to unbox Silver Play Button. I thought that was going to happen. Meeting Travis and Corndog in real life, like going to the Night Stripe HQ. Hitting 170 worst minute with 2 fingers. I was close. I was really close, but I never got there. Getting a custom car. Being able to meet up with various community members I would call friends, and much, much more. I never got to do a setup tour, so I'll put a picture on the screen for you guys. And I never got to do a name reveal either, so here it is. Hi. I'm Penguin Typer, but you can call me Phil. Even though there is so much more that I wished I could do with this game, I'm afraid my time definitely has to come to a close. And with that, I wish everyone the best of luck. Good luck to the other Nitro Type YouTubers out there. The future of Nitro Type content is truly safe in your hands. And to each and every single person listening to my words right now, good luck. Good luck with Nitro Type, with school, with your friends, potential girlfriends or boyfriends, high school, college, choosing a career, and pursuing your passions in life. You guys got this. Believe me. To anyone who might be struggling right now, again, you got this. Things will get better. That's a promise. Trust me, I've been there. You just got to dig deep. Find the best people in your life and learn to navigate challenges alongside a strong group of friends and family. I believe that each and every one of you guys listening right now can do amazing things. That's the truth. And above all else, I wanted to say thanks. Thanks for sticking with me for the past 5-6 years. Thanks for watching my daily uploads, my level up videos, my endless challenge videos. Thanks for staying for my 7-hour long live streams as I try to do a 1,000 race session. Thank you guys so much for supporting me. You guys mean the world to me. And I'm genuinely proud to have such a dedicated and amazing fan base. And with that, I think that's going to wrap it up. This is it, guys. Almost 1,000 videos, and this is the one that I will end it with. It's sad, but I think that in the long run, this is something that will definitely benefit me and is going to be the best for my life. To everyone listening right now, I truly thank you for everything. And I guess I won't be seeing you all in the next video. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Be sure to like and subscribe. And, as always, have a wonderful day. Peace.